Spuda, 3-1 loss. Your assessment of the game, please.
Yo, there's things I want to say that I can't say.
Why not? No, we want a fair assessment of the game, a true reflection of the game, what you saw.
Yeah.
You can sugarcoat it, but you need to say it.
Okay. You know what? Congratulations to Coach Sia. Yeah, congratulations to him. I think he put out a good team, and he kept to his word. We agreed with we're gonna play youngsters today. If you saw the starting lineup, it was just green on the cards. I think he had about 10 youngsters and one older player. The game was tough, mixed masala. You know, it was a little bit balanced. We scored first, and I thought we could have, with better actions and better quality, we could have scored more goals. But yeah, that's the things that I don't want to talk about. But in terms of the balance of play, I mean, you can see the patterns and how they're trying to get forward, their aggression, you know, their cohesion, their unity, and their belief in what they want to do. That I can't take away from them. We lacked it. That's one of the things we lacked. We lacked commitment. We lacked commitment to the plan. We lacked a lot of things, but it was mainly up front. But one thing that disappoints me the most, and I told my boys, that leadership, talent without leadership, without aggression, without wanting this thing,
the hunger,
that I'm telling you cannot survive. I mean, Sia's boys, like, they were on us. Yeah, you saw. I mean, in the first couple of minutes, I think I gave 1 or 2 instructions, but the rest of the time I was sitting down because I want them to solve problems, and I didn't have that, and that's the discussion I was having in there.
Yeah, but coach, the tactical plan, the tactical approach, how did you want to play? How did you set up your team to play? And what do you think of how they executed? And how perhaps did you change it to adapt to as the game progressed so that you can be able to counter what Zizi was doing?
Again, I need to be careful what I say. So, I don't have wingers, I don't have strikers. The people that I play with are mostly midfielders up front. So, how I lined up, and I also don't want to say too much because this is how I'm going to play for the longest time.
Yes.
But I have my two wingers in vetting because they're good at operating in small spaces, and then yeah, our fullbacks adding the numbers. That didn't happen as much as I wanted it to happen, and we spent a lot of time practicing that. How we tried to counter how they played, there was not much to it, to be honest. It was just aggression, get forward. They had good players, Abu Lodge, and it was very nice. But they didn't challenge us as much as I thought they would, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, what matters is the score, 3-1. People are not going to ask who was better, who had better quality, who had better stamina. At the end of the day, 3-1, it is what it is. And they wanted it more, they got it. You know, there was nothing much to counter. There was nothing that I could say was giving me a problem.
Coach, you scored first, very early in the 5th minute, but also allowed them to get back immediately because you scored in the 5th minute, they scored in the 6th minute. Normally, you'll want a bit of game management there. It's still early in the game. You've got an early lead. Where do you think it went wrong from there? Because you had the lead. You started well, had the lead, but simply allowed them to come back.
The lead could have been more. But we're static. We could have scored like 3 or 4 goals. But we didn't have it. We didn't have that quality to do it. We also don't have the quality and the mentality to protect and fight for our things. We don't have it.
And coach, it's 1-1. You get a penalty, an opportunity to take the lead. You missed a penalty, and immediately after that, they scored and went on to score the 3rd, and it was game over.
Again, mentality. Mentality. I can't blame the refs. They made a mistake. That's fine. Everybody makes a mistake. Again, mentality. I can't really say anything. I can't pinpoint anyone. Again, mentality.
This is the second game. The first one, it's the second game, but the first one you didn't actually play because of some technicalities. But this is officially like your first game. Second game is what have you learned from this game? What do you think you'll need to fix now going forward? Because the season is very, very long. This loss doesn't actually decide how your season will look like.
I don't want to say a lot. This will define our season. This is how we are going to be the whole season.
But you'll want to change what you saw here. And what are the things that you want to change?
Nothing. There's nothing to change. This will define our season. This will be how we play. We will dominate at some point, but there will be no end result. But it's something that I've brought up, and that's how it's going to be. There's nothing I can do about it. I have to work with the squad that I have, and try and grow them. Maybe in the way that we play, maybe change patterns and overcomplicate this thing more than I kind of like overcomplicated it because of my personnel and the availability of certain stuff. There's nothing I can do.
But talking about, you spoke about mentality, and you said at some point players need to solve problems themselves. With regards to the mentality, how they responded to certain situations in the game, is there something you're going to do to work on their mentality, or again you leave it up to them to reflect on this performance and try to improve?
Mentality is a lot of things. It's like experience, like Coach Sia said. You can't buy it. You can't buy mentality. You can't.
Whether you have it or not.
I can't train mentality. I can't train mentality. I can train patterns, I can train technique, I can train all these things. You can't train mentality. I can't make you want to.
You can't teach a player to have hunger to win.
Yeah, I can't make you do anything you don't want to do.
Coach.
So, yeah.
No, I understand. We'll leave it here for now and wish you all the best for the remainder of the season.
Thank you, sir.